All right, so it's getting to the point where I'm like, are we watching the Bo-Katan show? Or are we watching the Mandalorian? The Din Djarin show? Because it seems everything is either focused on Bo or some side characters. I mean, they're trying not to leave Mando out of the loop by giving him some cool one-liners, some cool moments, but the show is not centered around him anymore. It's centered around something else. And that's the other thing I have an issue with. Where is the show going? This episode seemed to bring the pieces together a little bit, but up until now, it is like, where are we going? I saw an interview with Jon Favreau, and he was saying that, yeah, we don't have an ending planned for The Mandalorian. That's a bit concerning, to be honest. The episode picks off from episode 1. So when we were watching episode 1, I was like, what is the point of this? This is like some side story that has nothing to do with anything. But they tied back to episode 1 with the pirates. So the pirates come back to Navarro for an attack, and Mando's friend sends out a help call, an SOS message, a call out to the High Republic. So we move over to that chubby Asian High Republic police officer, and he's in this like High Republic bar, and the music, man, the music in that scene, I was liking the music. And so he goes to where Mario Lopez is, where that girl was on Coruscant, and asks, "Hey, you know, can I go help? They're sending out a distress call. I gotta go help them." And that's where it got interesting. The girl saw that he was asking to go and help out everybody at Navarro, and what does she do? She intervenes in the conversation and puts her 2 cents in, pretty much dissuading the guy in charge from letting him go and help out. So I don't know what her angle is. That's what I'm curious about. What is her angle? Because I don't trust her, obviously. So what game is she playing here? Her logic in the moment was sometimes people need to go through situations like this to learn, to understand that they do need help from us. But I don't know if she necessarily believes that. I don't know if she might have some other ulterior motives. So hopefully we'll find a little bit more about that at a later date. So instead of going to help out the guys at Navarro on his own, he goes and enlists Mando, Din Djarin. And I'm like, wait, how does he even know where the Mandalorians are? But that astromech droid led him all the way over there. So he lands to where the Mandalorians are hiding out, and he enlists them to go, and he asks for them to go and help out. So Mando gives his whole speech, and then Jon Favreau comes in and says, "Hey, this guy saved my son. We better go and help out." Another thing I didn't really like was when they were getting ready to leave to go to Navarro, Bo-Katan was in charge. I mean, come on, man. This is the Mandalorian, all right? This is a show. I mean, yes, she's a Mandalorian, but the show is about Din Djarin, okay? This is his friend. He's been to the planet. Let him be in charge. I mean, I get it. Bo-Katan, she has more experience. She has experience leading a group of people, leading them into battle, whatever, you know? But this is the Mandalorian. You can write it in a certain way where Mando is still up front and center. It doesn't seem like that, though. It seems like he's being sidelined in his own show. And I don't like that. So all the Mandalorians go to Navarro, and they rescue the people and liberate them, get rid of the pirates. And here's where another issue I had with the show. The Mandalorians are elite fighters. Yes, they won the fight. They came out on top. But that fight, they were getting knocked down. They were getting boxed in. They were getting outmaneuvered in some instances. Like, what was going on there? I mean, these are just some pirates. They're not professionally trained like a Mandalorian from childhood, you know? So the Mandalorian should have been out-positioning, getting angles, using strategy. Their technique should have been up here next to the pirates. But it seemed like they had to rely on firepower. There was a scene where Jon Favreau's character came in with this big giant machine gun and had to mow him down, and that's when they got the advantage. They shouldn't need to rely on firepower. Their skills should have put them way above level. I wanted to see the Mandalorians just come in there and devastate. I mean, they did win, but the Mandalorian should have been like OP next to the pirates. By the way, how did that guy up on the ledge not hear the armorer come in? She was literally smashing people on the head. How do you not hear that? But anyways, we did get some cool moments. Like this dude was surfing on a ship as it was crashing down on the planet. That was cool. And we got some awesome aerial combat. And that seems to be a pattern with this season. We've been getting a lot of really good aerial combat. And I did like the pirate ship. It looked like a giant chicken. It reminded me of the ships on Jimmy Neutron. So after they save the people of Navarro, they get a section of the planet, and that's going to be their new home, away from home now. And the armorer calls Bo in and says, "Hey, take off your helmet, and you're going to be the bridge between everybody else and the Mandalorians because you walk the two worlds, right?" Like, is this the Bo-Katan show now? Or are we setting up for a Bo-Katan spin-off? Like, what's going on here? I really want to know. Because I don't even know if... I don't even know if the creators know. Because I saw, I don't know, it was a rumor, I think, where Jon Favreau's initial plan was to have Grogu train off with Luke Skywalker, right? Because that was a huge moment at the end of season 2. But Kathleen Kennedy was like, "Hey, everybody loves Grogu and Mando, so you got to bring him back." So they brought him back in Boba Fett, which is weird. Like, you had to watch a totally different show to understand what is happening in another show. Like, I can't watch The Mandalorian and understand what's going on. I have to go and watch another show to understand. This is not like the MCU where they're movies. I have to go watch a different TV show, multiple episodes. I saw another interview with Jon Favreau talking about how it's like the MCU, where you have to watch this character's movie and this character's movie and then come to the Avengers. But who sits down and watches Avengers 1, Avengers 2, Avengers 3 as a series? Nobody does that. Nobody looks at the Avengers movies as a series. You look at the MCU as a whole, and there are all these movies set in the whole, and you look at the timeline, right? And it's easier to do with movies. That's a lot harder to do with a TV show. You want me to invest in an entire show? I did watch Boba Fett, though.
Like a panther. Yes.
But I'm just saying, for another person, you want me to watch an entire show, Boba Fett, to understand what's going on in The Mandalorian? Makes no sense. But anyways, the rumor was that Kathleen Kennedy wanted the Grogu and Mando together. And so this season, with Grogu coming back, it was not the initial plan. And the show has a lot of those things. Like, okay, what was the whole point of that? So what was the whole point of Luke Skywalker, Grogu going off with Luke Skywalker just to bring him back at the beginning of this season? Like, at the end of last season, he was there. At the beginning of this season, he's back. What was the point of him going off? What was the point of having the little shuttle thing on the Naboo Starfighter if you're going to take it off in 2 seconds? You know? What's the point of having a show called The Mandalorian with the main character Din Djarin and he's being sidelined in his season 3? I don't know, man. I mean, the episode was decent, but it didn't blow me away. Season 1 and 2 Mandalorian is much better than this season 3. But yeah, that's it. Oh, no. The episode ended pretty interestingly. We had the High Republic officer flying around through space, and he stumbles upon this Imperial shuttle, this transport shuttle, right? I love the way those ships look, and seeing that thing come in the distance, I was like, that looks cool. So apparently it was like a prisoner transport, and Moff Gideon was in there, and the thing was blown up, and there was dead people in there, but Moff Gideon disappeared. So he never made it to court or anything like that. So where is Moff Gideon? What is going on? Does that girl with the short hair have something to do with it? Oh, the other thing is, he found traces of Beskar in the shuttle. So what's going on? Did the armor have something to do with this? Because I'm suspecting the armor now, because I don't really trust her. Did Boba Fett have something to do with it? I don't know. Like, who? Which Mandalorian do you think had something to do with that? Or did somebody steal Mandalorian armor and... I don't know. Maybe somebody who's good at framing people is trying to frame the Mandalorians. The buff girl with the short hair who framed the scientist. She could be framing the Mandalorians here. I don't know. But yeah, man, the episode was decent. It was decent. We got some good action. We got the Jimmy Neutron's pirate ship. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not watching the Din Djarin show. It feels like I'm watching something else. So hopefully they can bring things back to the Mandalorian and finally consolidate the season into something. Like, where are we going here? That's another thing I want to know. I want what's the end goal with the season? Where are we headed? That's still not clear to me. So Let me know down in the comment section, what did you guys think about this episode? What are you thinking about the season so far? And I'll see you guys in episode 6. Yo, episode 6. How many episodes? There's only 8 episodes this season, right? Dude, these last few episodes better be awesome, man. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Take care. Bye-bye.